Welcome to Fastang 444. I really need your help. I'm trying to grow my channel, so please subscribe and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I am starting in the greenhouse area. This is one of my favorite starting locations. I know the area well and where potentially there could be drops. I am angled southeast. If there is a drop behind me, I would hear it. If there's one on the left, I will see it. And if there is one on the other side of the greenhouses, I would see it between the tiles if I am angled just right. Potentially, you can see there are other drops that might be in this area. And when the game starts, over on my left, I see a 2. So I will stay here. I'm not quite sure yet. I couldn't make out what the make and model of that vehicle was. So I just will move right to this point on this dirt road, and I will be right next to it. Since this is such a monumental game, I thought I would show you my character. I'm wearing a Hot Wheels t-shirt and a Hot Wheels hat, a Donut Media hoodie, a pair of slim-fitting jeans, and some high tops that are red and white. This winds up being a level 2 Peugeot. As I go to take this drop, I can see a drop straight ahead. There is a vehicle that is going to that drop, it may appear. So I will go west over towards Teotihuacan, and here's a drop straight ahead. And as I go to this drop, I can see another drop towards Teotihuacan. So I will take this level 2 Porsche 911 Carrera. It has a quicker acceleration rate off-road. And as I go to this other drop, I look over towards Atlantis to Tula. I will slow that down. I can see a drop over towards Atlantis to Tula. So after I go to this drop, I will head over that direction. And I don't have too far to go to get inside of the next arena. I will pass on the slow level 2 Ford Escort. Start heading over to Atlantis to Tula, where potentially there actually could be 3 drops there. I just see one now. I can see another driver on the mini-map now heading over towards Atlantis to Tula, so I won't go over that direction. I will start heading southwest. Throughout this game, I will show you different vehicles that are in this game. There is an Audi RS7, and then look at this. Someone gets into a Funko. Here's another Audi RS7. Start heading over towards what I call the farmer field, and I see a drop there over the trees, so I just need to get through these trees here and head over towards that drop. And along the way there will be 2 drivers that level up into level 6s, the first being a Exocet and the second being the Porsche 959, a great level 6. And as I near this drop, someone else is there. They wind up taking this level 3 Audi Quattro, and I will slow this down. A lot happens in a short period of time. Here is a third vehicle that is straight ahead. which winds up being a level 6 Exocet that is parked facing away from the direction of a head-to-head. So I will engage in a head-to-head with them and start heading north. So I'll use the side of this hill for a bank left turn, get on the bridge. This is the wet season. If you go off to the left there, you can see there is the river, and look at the mini map. That is what they drive right into and wind up resetting back on the side that they went into the river on. So I will pretty much just follow this road over towards the direction of his finish. I will angle over to the left. There's a gap through the trees on this line. Watch out for a few random trees. And this finish winds up being at the thumbs up. And literally right at the thumb of the thumbs up at Short Dirt Road. This gamer that wins the head-to-head there on the top was the one that got into the Funko at the beginning of the game. Alright, great. I just went up 4 levels from a level 2 to a level 6 exoset. And that gamer that was in the Funko takes the Lamborghini Centenario. And the arena has just shrunk, so I will go and take a peek at these drops nearby. Someone gets into a Mercedes AMG GT, great car. I can see drops that are off in the distance, so I will head over to the east and use a bit of caution as I get on this road here. I can see multiple drivers over this direction. And I open up the map. I can see that the arena wall is to the north between the mountain and the stadium, and my past experience tells me it will be Final Arena 19. Knowing it will be Final Arena 19, I will head away from the progression of the game, away from where the head-to-heads are leading to. With every Final Arena, depending on where the head-to-heads originate at, there are patterns to the head-to-heads and where they lead to. So this driver is already in a head-to-head. Likely that's what's going on over here. These drivers are most likely engaged in head-to-heads. It looks like there's 4 of them in 2 groups of 2 that are very close to each other. And it was unlikely that these drops were going to be high-level drops with the number of drivers that were already over here. And you can see Ferrari, followed by a level 8 Nissan GTR, which is one of my favorite cars in this game. There's a level 8 MG Metro. And I want to look at all of these drops over here. Just the outside chance that the drivers that vacated this area left a high level drop behind because they engage in a head-to-head. Sometimes people will do that as you go to a high level drop, so you can't get it. They will engage in a head-to-head with you. Level 7 Porsche Cayenne. I am not finding a high level drop that's left behind, anything but that. And look at this, here's a level 6 Audi RS7, a great car, followed by another Audi, the RS6, also a great car. I open up the map. I see I have enough time to go across the highway and take a peek at these drops that are south of the highway. A drop. So low. drop over here. And this is also not of interest. That's what I started with, a Peugeot level 2. And now I see some vehicles on the mini-map over here. Decide to get on the highway. You can see a bit of indecision there. And here's a level 8 MG Metro someone levels up into. There's a drop here. What's this? It's a level 3 Audi Quattro. And I saw just for a moment, and they reappear, there is a driver over here by themselves. So let's see if I can't go by them with momentum heading the direction of a head-to-head. And I just narrowly missed them here. They're on the run. So let's chase them down and engage in a head-to-head. I get to them and engage in a head-to-head. They're in a level 3 Porsche Macan, and it looks like I wasn't the only one that was chasing them. And right after I engage in a head-to-head, look at that, someone gets into a Hoonigan Group A, followed by a level 7 Bronco. But more importantly, there's a Hoonigan Group A now in this game. And this finish point is east of the mountain. You can see the mountain there on the left. Now the road configuration, the thumbs up, is off to the right. Just west of that is a grove of trees you can see there on the right. I will go wide of that, pretty much a straight line. And this should be a clear route over to this finish. There may be a few random trees and some small buildings between here and there I have to watch out for. I'll adjust as I go, as they appear. There are some buildings where there are drops on the right. That one is a level 3 Porsche Macan. Let's see the other one. And look at this, a Mercedes AMG 1 is in this game, followed by a level 9 Fiesta. And right as I near this finish point, there are 2 other drivers that are completing a head-to-head at the identical finish point. So I need to start going up the mountain and get away from that finish point so someone doesn't come along and snipe me as I am leveling up. And I think that other vehicle that won that head-to-head got into Camaro there. And that driver that had the Lamborghini Centenario wins a head-to-head. I have to use caution with this Ferrari because it is a road vehicle. It is a track vehicle. It's not very good at gaining momentum or changing directions off-road. And this Volkswagen Andretti Beetle in the game, which is very good off-road. So I am just going to drive away from the progression of the game, kind of around the perimeter of the second to last future arena wall, as other drivers are leveling up into much faster vehicles. There's a Nissan GTR. Get this drop, Peugeot, that's what I started in. So let's head over roughly the direction of the stadium, around the perimeter of the future arena wall, which would be the second to last arena wall. And along the way, look at this. The driver that was in the Mercedes AMG 1 wins a head-to-head, and I cross paths with the level 9 Volkswagen Andretti Beetle that just completed a head-to-head right there and gets into a Funko. So I need to get away from this point so they don't turn around and engage in a head-to-head with me. There's the stadium, and just inside of the second to last arena wall, right here, get inside of the stadium, and I've actually had good luck with this. Sometimes drivers will come by and I can engage in a head-to-head with them and win a late head-to-head. If not, I will use this Ferrari in the final showdown. I found that just making the final showdown and trying to get into the fastest vehicle I am in, timing my exit and having a clean route. It's not about having the fastest vehicle always. And I actually enjoy winning a final showdown in a less than level 10. Someone gets into a level 9 Volkswagen Andretti Beetle. The player that just got into the Funko wins a head-to-head, and it won't show what vehicle they are in if they stay in the same vehicle because they didn't level up. They stayed in the Funko. I will cautiously pull forward and take a peek at this drop. Just the outside chance this is a high-level drop. And it winds up being a level 5 Maserati Levante. I will just stay right here until the arena is beginning to shrink and then pull forward. It looks like the others are driving around engaging actively in head-to-heads. In some cases I call it taking a unnecessary risk. If you are already in a level 10 that you want to use in the final showdown, every head-to-head that you engage in, there is risk. You can run into a tree or a building, or flip over and reset, which the Funko and Brocky has a tendency to do. My ultimate goal is to win the Eliminator, the Battle Royale. Battle to be the last one standing. There's a vehicle over on my right that is coming towards me, so I will start making my way into the final arena. And as I do, someone wins a head-to-head and levels up into a level 10 Funko. And right after that, remember what I was talking about, the unnecessary risk. Funko eliminates the Mercedes AMG 1. The Mercedes AMG 1 was taking unnecessary risks and will not make the final showdown. And the Funko driver will take the Mercedes AMG 1. This will be a 6-driver final showdown. I will list the gamer tags and what vehicles everyone is in, including myself. Most notably, I am up against 3 level 10s in this final showdown.
Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 19. The range of time to leave is 17 to 19 seconds. I will leave it 20 seconds, that range of time. And all of the final showdowns where I give ranges of times are for level 10 or near level 10 speed and acceleration vehicles. If I go by a level 4 Mitsubishi Evo, they will turn around and follow me. But more importantly, here is a Funko going full speed west. Appear to be the only one trying to time their exit going east. Exit with momentum at 2 seconds. Point up here southeast, so there's no need to go through the stadium. I will go through the parking lot, avoiding a few golf carts along the way. And typically when I see this finish point from past experiences, I know it will be in the greenhouse area close to where I started. So I will angle a little farther to the left towards the clover leaf. Farther right you go, there is a bump on the other side of the highway. You can see there on the right that will send you flying. This is a flatter line through here. Now angle over towards this finish. Maybe a few random trees and buildings along the way I have to avoid. Clear route so far, and look at where this finish is. This is just a short distance away from where I started the game with a win. That's right, win 3,000, yes.
Horizon, please congratulate the Eliminator!
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my content, subscribe. Please help me get to 1,000 subscribers.